life is just not fair. Why did God create me like this? My cousins eat much more than I eat, yet I am bigger than them. Mommy, why? This is Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, your food expert. I'm here again, and we're going to be talking about this question that I have heard 1,001 times. Why am I overweight? Do you want to know why? I believe my daughter is not the only person in that situation. Sometimes I even find myself there too. So especially when I see very skinny ladies eating everything they want to eat, taking ice cream, shawarma, burger, then they will still eat chicken, they will take everything they want to eat and still remain skinny. To make matters worse, when they see us, they will now look at us and say, see how fat you are. Reduce your food so that you can be slim. You eat too much. This life is just not balanced. So to answer your question, why am I overweight? It's simply because you have what scientists, what researchers say is fat genes. That you have fat is something you inherited from your parents, something your parents inherited from your grandparents, and something your grandparents inherited from your ancestors. So there's always something inside you that wants you to be fat. But the question is, will you answer the call? Will you say yes to that call and then you'll be fat? But you can actually say no to it, like Dietitian Michelle. I have fat genes, but I have beat those fat genes 5 times and I remain in my right body mass index. I am not fat, even though I have fat parents. I had fat grandparents. I didn't see my great-grandparents, but I want to believe that they were also fat. So yes, you can beat your fat genes, and I'm going to teach you how you can do that. But today I'm going to be talking about all the other factors surrounding being overweight. Fat genes is that thing inside that always wants you to be fat. But you have to answer the call, you have to respond, you have to agree first for you to be fat, because a lot of other factors you can actually choose to adhere to. You can choose to say yes to, you can choose to say no to. You have a choice, you still have the final say. So having fat genes does not mean you must be fat. That you have fat genes does not necessarily mean that you must be fat. You have the final say. So why am I overweight? Yes, because of fat genes. But what are other factors? What are other factors that now feed the fat genes that end up resulting in being overweight? There are many factors, but I'm just going to give you 3. Just 3 factors so that you will know that you can actually say yes to fat genes and you can say no to fat genes. What do you want? Number 1 is you would have to eat too much. You will have to eat more than you need for you to be fat. It really doesn't matter if you have fat genes or not. Sometimes people say, it runs in the blood. My parents are fat. My grandparents are fat. In fact, even if it's only what I drink, I'm still going to be fat. That is not true. If you have fat genes and you are placed in a desert without food, tell me, what will happen to the fat genes? They will shrink by force. Absence of food. So for you to be fat, even though you have fat genes, you still have to eat too much. You have to eat much more than you need and you will be fat. So when you see your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors, other family members, yes, even your cousins like my daughter, eating too much, eating plenty, don't join them and say, but that is what others are eating. No, you have to remind yourself, I have fat genes, and what that means is that I shouldn't eat too much. I should eat just what I need. And that way, the fat genes will not find expression. They will not show forth. So, fat genes or not, you will have to overeat for you to be fat. Point number 2 is that having fat genes actually reduces what we call metabolism. It makes it sluggish. You understand? Now, your body does not want to burn fat, it does not want to, and apart from that, it also pushes it to the state of wanting to sleep always. It wants it to lie down. You just want to be lazy. You understand? You just want to be lazy. So now I want you to know that having fat genes is there. Knowing that you have fat genes is important. Then you can tame those fat genes. You can now decide, okay, I have to be active. I have fat genes. What will I do to tame these fat genes? You can't change your genes. Some people think you can. They bring up some supplements. When you go on YouTube, you're going to see a lot of ads, things that say, oh, fat adipose tissues, what you can do to take. There is nothing like that. You cannot change your fat. Take that from Daisha Michelle. You cannot change. You cannot change your genes. You can only tame them. You can only tame your fat genes. So yes, having fat genes actually makes us lazy. We want to sleep, we want to lie down, we want to sit down, we always feel tired, we want to send others on errands, we don't want to move our bodies, and then even when you eat little food, you are still overweight. Why? Because you have fat genes. So factor number 2 is that you're dancing to the tune of being fat. Yes, by sitting down too much, by being lazy, not doing anything, not moving around. You're just answering the call of being fat, which you don't have to. And then factor number 3, I said there are many factors, but I'm just going to leave it to these 3 factors of you answering yes to the fat genes. Factor number 3, medical conditions, and this is what I call double wahala, and in Nigeria they say for dead body, because now fat genes and then the presence of medical conditions beyond control, such as hypothyroidism. Doctors usually test for that, and when it's present, there's a treatment for it before your diet therapy, before the exercising, before the food can work. For people in this situation, or even PCOS, for those in this situation, something very little they can eat. In fact, they can actually eat less than we eat, less than a normal person will eat, yet they will be fat, because they don't just have fat genes, they also have medical conditions, 2 things in one. So it's very difficult, but there is still a solution. As long as the diagnosis is right, you're taking medications, diet therapy now works. I have a lot of clients I have worked with who have PCOS and they have been seeing results. We know the kind of diet to place them on that will make them to respond and lose weight. So there is nothing that you cannot do. So yes, why am I overweight? Because of the presence of fat genes, which I said that even though it's there, it does not necessarily mean that you must be fat. You can have fat genes and still tame those fat genes. I have fat genes. I just lost 30 kg because I know how to tame my fat genes. When he says, I want this, I say, no, I won't give that to you. I will give you this instead. Knowledge, they say, is key. So the question is, have you said yes to your fat genes? Are you overweight? Is it now clear to you why you are overweight? You have fat genes and you have been eating too much. You have fat genes and you have been so lazy. You have fat genes and there might even be medical conditions like PCOS or hypothyroidism. If you're not sure, I would advise that you see your doctor. If you feel like, oh, you're not eating too much to be fat, yet you are fat. So the doctors can look at it, test and tell you if there's a medical condition or not, and you can start to lose weight. Being overweight is a combination of fat genes and other factors, but you can tame your fat genes. I can help you to lose excess weight and I can help you stay fit. Why? Because I have worked that part 5 times. I have lost weight 5 times. I have tamed my fat genes 5 times. Knowledge, they say, is power. Knowledge is freedom, and that is the best gift you can give to yourself. You know why? Because for people who have fat genes, it's going to be an up and down movement. Yes, when you're pregnant, it comes. You might not be able to control it and you gain weight, but knowing what to do afterwards is the most important thing, which is why I would want you to acquire knowledge, what some people call technical know-how, yes, on how you can lose weight step by step. What should I do? How much should I eat? What should I eat? When should I eat? These are simple information that Daisha Michelle can help you acquire, and you can lose weight anytime. All right, so Do you want to know how to lose weight? I have a course I am working on. I have started. I have not finished, but that course is going to be available by April. You can check my website www.dietitianmichelle.com so that you can learn more about this course, where I'm going to tell you everything that I know about losing weight, how I have been able to lose weight. It's just 3 basic tricks, just 3 things, and that is what helps me to lose weight and to keep fit. I have helped many people. You can also see my testimonials. You can go to my Google page and you're going to see what people are talking about, because it's easy for me now because I have walked the path. I understand the struggles. I know what it feels like to wake up and not want to exercise. I know what it feels like when you want to eat something that you shouldn't eat. I do that. I fall into temptation. I eat it, but I still know how to get up and get back on track. And I am going to be empowering you on how you can do that. All right, so go to my website. You're going to see the course is still on pre-sale. It's going to be available by April 30th. I have not finished working on it, but I want it because I might not be able to work with everybody who comes to tell me I want to lose weight. So I am working on this course so that I can reach out to many more people. You can just get the knowledge you need and you can start your journey anytime you want. You don't even have to start when I want you to start. You can start whenever. When you read, when you listen to me, then you can say, okay, I'm going to make up my mind. I want to start this weight loss journey in February. Or no, okay, I made up my mind. I'm going to start this weight loss journey in May. I'm going to start in June. You are well equipped. You know what to do. You know what they say about knowledge? They say knowledge is power. But for me, I say knowledge is freedom. It's freedom from ignorance. It's freedom from bondage. They say many things about weight loss. You can change your fat genes, don't eat food again, drink water, take smoothies, eat carrots and cucumbers. In fact, don't even eat rice, take away carbohydrates. So many confusing things about weight loss. Some people have lost their lives trying to lose weight. Look, that is not what I want for you. It's actually simple. 1 + 1 = 2 is a simple mathematics for people who are mathematicians. And for us who are food experts, who are professionals, losing weight is a simple thing. Why? Because we understand everything that has to do with the food. And then for me, I have also walked the path. So I am not just talking as a professional, I'm also teaching from experience. And so don't miss it. You can visit my website, like I said, www.dietitianmichelle.com, so that you can learn more about this course that I'm going to be releasing sometime in April. So I have told you why you are overweight, and I have told you that you don't have to answer that call. Yes, people who are slim, people who are skinny, they eat too much, you're seeing them, you're tempted to eat as much as they do. You don't have to. Just remind yourself, look, I have fat gene, I better respect myself. What they are eating, I cannot eat. Right? So that will be all about the question, why am I overweight? Next, I am going to be telling you about a food product that can help your weight loss journey, which is what? Finger millet. Have you heard about finger millet? I'm sure you've heard of millet, what we also call gero or doro. It's ash in color. And you may have heard about sorghum. It's also a kind of millet. Sometimes we call it guinea corn, and in Hausa it's called dawa. That one is pinkish sort of in color. But there is also another type of grain that many people don't know. It's called finger millet, aka tamba. It's a very nutritious grain. Very nutritious. Now, all 3 grains are good. They are healthy. They are nutritious. But this finger millet is one of a kind. It's much more nutritious than the sorghum or guinea corn that you know, and even much more nutritious than the millet, which is the gero or doro that you already know. Finger millet is tiny and reddish in color. When you go to the market and they don't know what finger millet is, tell them you're looking for tamba. That is if you live in Jos, but if you're not, then you will have to rely on people like Dietitian Michelle to send you tamba, so you will know what I am talking about. So it's called tamba in Hausa, but in English it's finger millet, and in India it's a staple for them. They call it ragi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is it ragi or raji? Well, it's spelled R-A-J-I. So that is what they call it. That is a staple, just the way we use wheat flour for everything here. Our breads, our biscuits, chin chin, cakes. In India, what they use is finger millet, which I believe is a wise choice, an excellent choice. Now, why do I say that finger millet is much more nutritious? There are many nutrients, vitamins, minerals in finger millet, but I'm just going to tell you about two. Just two things you need to know about this finger millet, because I want you to try it. I want you to start trying it from tomorrow if you live in Jos, and if you're not in Jos, we can send it to you so you can try finger millet. Now, this finger millet is rich in fiber. Well, how do I explain fiber to you? It's like chaff. That chaff that we receive out from our paps and throw away and give out to our goats and animals. That fiber is very important. And finger millet is rich in fiber. Very good for you. It fills you up if you're overweight and you want to lose weight, and so delays hunger. It also helps bowel movement. Fiber helps bowel movement. I know people who are overweight and obese sometimes struggle with moving their bowels. Sometimes constipation is a problem. So finger millet is one food that you need to incorporate into your diet so that it can help you. It can relieve you of every strains when you're trying to move your bowel. It can reduce constipation because of its high fiber content. Now, one more thing about finger millet that makes me like it so much is because it is a rich source of calcium. Now, before I knew about finger millet, when you mention calcium, the only thing that comes to my mind will be things like milk, yogurt, and then for people outside the country, yes, cheese is a good source of calcium. And I always thought I limited myself to these as sources of calcium, but when I discovered tamba, finger millet, it's also a rich source of calcium, a plant source of calcium. For people who don't take milk, for people who don't like yogurt, for people who don't like other sources of calcium, this is an excellent way for you to obtain your nutrients. So fiber and calcium, these are not the only nutrients you're going to find in finger millet. But I don't want to tell you too much at the same time. Just leave it at this two, that in finger millet, aka tamba, or for people who know it as ragi, it's a nutritious grain that you can add to your diet. I said it's reddish in color, but when you make it as pap or as food, it gives you a chocolatey brown color. My children usually say chocolatey pap, that is what they want to have, and it tastes really, really nice. This is a grain that is very rich in fiber and rich in calcium, a kind of mineral that you gain mainly from milk, yogurt, and cheese. What a blessing to mankind that you can get calcium from a plant food, finger millet. Now, there is one food I would like you to replace with finger millet. You want to know what that food is? Refined paps. Refined paps like the normal ogi that you know, the corn pap, the millets, the guinea corn pap, and even custard. Refined paps for people trying to lose weight. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying that ogi or custard or even the guinea corn pap is bad. No. Remember, I'm a food expert, so I know the foods to recommend for different situations. I'm just saying that if you're trying to lose weight, finger millet, which is a grain that is rich in fiber, is better for you. But those other ones I mentioned, the ogi, the custard, even the guinea corn, the millet, remember the chaff has been taken out. So they are too refined, except if you intend to grind it very smoothly and not sieve, then it can serve. But if you're taking the refined pap, finger millet is better for you. You need this fiber to stay full for a longer time. If not, after 2 hours, you're hungry. You need fiber to also help when it has to do with digestion. You need this fiber. It helps the satiety index. So when you eat something little, you feel full. So it has a high satiety index. So that is why I recommend finger millet for people who are trying to lose weight. So ogi is not bad, just that I prefer to give ogi to children, to very young adults, and for those who are trying to gain weight. Yes, that is when I recommend it. But when you're looking for something to take, as you're trying to lose weight, something that can fill you up, something that you can just take a little amount and you are satisfied. That you're talking about finger millets. Yes, that is better for you. And I even have my own brand, which is CNC Smart Food Finger Millet, and in this one it has just cloves and ginger, which is also added benefits to help you enjoy it as pap. There are many ways you can enjoy finger millets, many ways you can enjoy it, but I'm going to leave that for the next episode. For now, I would like you to get a pack and enjoy yourself. Next, I'm going to be going to the question and answer section. I would like you to ask me your questions on why am I overweight and on finger millets and how it can help you lose weight. Now is my favorite part, the question and answer section. What do you want to know about being overweight or about finger millets? You can join the conversation now. Call these JFM numbers: 0905 566 6699. You can also call 0812 187 7777. You can join the conversation. The phone lines are open now. Tell me, what do you want to know about being overweight? Straight to the point. Just ask your question. I have just 1 minute for each caller. All right, so I'm open, and if you want to say any other thing you like to add, you like to comment, you like to encourage me, please do that on my YouTube channel. Yes, that is where I want you to drop your comment about today's episode. All right.
Hello.
Good evening. Tell me your name, where you're calling from, and ask your question.
I am Jonathan Blues calling from Oborinjos, East Local Government.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, welcome to today's show. What is your question?
Okay. My question is in this issue of this finger millet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it different with Tom Brown? Is there a difference between it and in preparing this finger millet? Is it good you add it with corn and maybe maize or rice to bring out a powder for the finger millet?
Okay.
Is it good to do that?
Tom Brown. Yes, I know Tom Brown is a mixture of 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 7 different kinds of grains, and we are boasting that yes, it's nutritious. I don't want to talk about Tom Brown now because it's going to take a lot of my time. Just that if you must take Tom Brown, then let adults take it, not children. For children, we believe that you should give them what their system can digest. The simpler, the better for them. For adults, your system is already complex. Your digestive system is already matured enough to be able to digest even if you have 10 grains inside. But for children, please, just spare them. They are still growing. The digestive system is still tender. So the simpler, the better. I know we were taught in school that we should complement. What you don't have in this food, you complement with the other one. But 1, 2, maximum 3 is what we recommend as food experts. Because when you do that, when a child comes down with food allergy, it will be easy for you to trace, to say, I gave this child a mixture of this and this. So it could be one of these. But when you give the child grain, Tom Brown, that is what is raining now. I remember when I had a training for nurses, I taught them that you don't give children too many things at the same time. Even when we start complementary feeding, you start with one thing first. You give the child rice first. After a week, you see the child's tolerance, then you move to another. You don't give the child Tom Brown and bombard the digestive system that is still growing. You're overworking that child, please. But let's leave that for another time. All right? Thank you for calling. Yes, next caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please tell me your name, where you're calling from.
I'm Sheila from Busabuji.
Okay, I'm listening.
This finger milk is what I want to ask about. Also, we are overweight, we don't want to lose weight. Finger milk is good for us.
Yes, it is. Even for children, it's nutritious. So if you don't want to lose weight, finger millet is still good for you. You want to lose weight, finger millet is good for you. You are still growing, finger millet is good for you. An adult, finger millet is good for you. It's healthy. Just that I'm trying to help people who want to lose weight to move away from refined foods to this one that is better for them. All right? So you can still start. You can continue taking it. Thank you. Yes, all right. So,
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Another call, still talking about today's episode. I talked about why you are overweight. Don't eat too much because you have fat genes, because it will show. And I talked about finger millets. Yes.
Hello.
Good evening. Tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I am Isaiah Kudabu from Guam here in Tubi.
You're welcome to the show. Ask your question.
Yeah. And my question is about the finger millet. Does it cure, does it help in hypertension?
Hypertension.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is. It's also recommended, yes, for people who are hypertensive. Remember that fiber is also beneficial for those who are hypertensive. So yes, and calcium is also good in the management of hypertension because it helps strengthen the heart muscles. So yes, finger millet is also recommended, aka tamba. Let's not forget that it's also called tamba. So yes, finger millet tamba is recommended. Thank you for calling. Just one more question, and that will be it for the question and answer session. I talked about why we are overweight. Why is no one asking me a question about that? Why is it just finger millet and tamba that you're asking me questions on? Because we like food. So if you're still close to your phone, I'm going to take just one phone call, and that will be it for the question and answer section, and I will go over to the announcement, and that will be it for today's episode. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Tell me your name, where you're calling from, and ask your question.
My name is Juliana, calling from Abattoir.
Oh, Juliana, welcome to the show.
I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have a baby who is 11 months.
Okay.
So the baby is not getting weight.
11 months old.
Yes.
And
so I gave her this guinea corn. I grounded guinea corn, granite, soya beans, and crayfish for her. So she's taking it, but still she's not getting weight. So I don't know what to do.
Juliana, I think you need to see dietitians first. Have you seen a dietitian before?
No.
All right. Now, because you're first caller and because you're talking about an 11-month-old baby, when it comes to babies,
yes.
Now, this is not for everybody to start calling you. I think I would like to see you, all right? There are many things you're not doing correctly that you will need to do well. So find time and come to the clinic so that I can consult you, free consultation, all right? Now, you're giving your baby soya beans.
The baby, she don't like eating too much.
Is this your first child, Juliana? Is this your first child?
Yes.
This is your first child. There are many things you need to learn about child feeding. All right. Number one is you don't give a child before 1 year, before 12 months old, soya beans. It's not recommended. We don't recommend that. You're overworking that child's kidney, you're overworking that child's digestive system. So the child is struggling. So for this child, something simple, just one, you add your milk to it. That is what you need. And you have to try so many things. You can't just try. Can you eat Tom Brown for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And eat it for 1 week and eat it for 1 month. But that is what we do to these babies. We just limit their food intake to 3. What else do you give to your child?
I give her custard also.
How? Custard is adult food, Juliana. It's not for babies.
Okay.
Yes, it's not for babies.
I use custard, but I put milk for her inside.
Don't worry. I think you need to come and see us, all right? Let's take care of this baby, okay? So you call again and tell us what is happening. Just come. I'm going to give you the address. When you come, you ask to see Daisha Michelle. Say that I offered you free consultation, okay? Yes. Okay. So I'll be ending the question and answer section now. So we're closing the phone lines. If you have more questions to ask, please ask on my YouTube channel, Dietitian Michelle. And if you like to follow my stories and see how I share with people my struggles, my challenges, how I succeed with my weight loss program, then follow me on my social media handles. On Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and even on LinkedIn. You'll find me there so you can follow me and see what I am doing. So for today's episode, I talked about why am I overweight. I explained that it's because of the presence of fat genes, but you will have to feed those fat genes to be fat. If you like to know how to tame the fat genes and not be fat, then be prepared. I am working on my course where I'm going to teach people how to lose weight, how to tame fat genes, how to tell it shut up and be in control of your health, of your looks. So stay with me. I'm going to share with you the link where you can order. You can even order now and wait for me to release it by April, or you can wait until April when I've released the course. And if you can't wait till April, please, you can walk to the clinic. If you live in Jos, I will work with you, teach you how to lose weight. If you're not in Jos, I also offer virtual consultation. You can call me. I can work with you anywhere you are virtually, and you will still see the results that you desire. I have just 3 simple things that you will apply and you will see the results that you desire. Look, I have done this 5 times. I am not just a professional. I am an expert. I am talking from experience. I know how I can help you. Don't give up. You can still achieve that dream body, that dream size that you want without having to harm your health. That is why you are listening to Dietitian Michelle. And if you missed today's episode or you joined me late, then you can still catch up on my YouTube channel, Dietitian Michelle. If you picked 1 or 2 things today, please tell a friend to always tune to JFM 101.9 every Tuesday, 6:30 to 7:15 on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. And if they are not in Jos, simply give them my YouTube handle, Dietitian Michelle. Every single episode will be uploaded for your friends to learn from. All right, so I'll be back next week, and I forgot to give out the phone number. Yes, if you like to consult us, if you like to speak with a dietitian, just send dietitian, just send weight loss, send whatever it is. If it's hypertension, send diabetes. If it's weight loss, send weight loss to this dietitian's number, 0904 675 8079. The number again is 0904 675 8079. And if you live in Jos, you would like to see us face to face, then you can come to our clinic, Citadel Nutrition Consult, at Crispan Hotel, opposite Air Force Base, off Jonajang Expressway, Rayfield, Jos. The clinic is on a hall called Patrick Hall. You're going to see a banner there. Walk in there. Dietitians are available Mondays to Saturdays to help you achieve your health goals. If you still have questions about this episode on finger millet, on tamba, on why you're overweight, how to lose weight, you can still find me on YouTube, Dietitian Michelle. Thank you for tuning to today's episode of Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. I'll be back next week, Tuesday. Have a blessed evening.